What's up, guys? It's your girl Claire Huxtable 2.0, and this is my impromptu discussion about what just happened not even a day ago. I found out about it last night, and via the news outlets, of course, there are pictures everywhere of the shenanigans that went on in the Dallas, Texas courtroom after Amber Geiger was found guilty and sentenced to only 10. Now, I know I said I wanted 99, but hear me out. 10 is better than an acquittal. So let's get into it. Let's discuss this hooliganism that went on in the Dallas, Texas courtroom. So first and foremost, if I'm ever murdered in a cold-blooded, cold-hearted way by some wench who was so preoccupied with married dick that she stumbled into my house on accident, none of you who know me better hug her ass at the sentencing. Just so you know, my family, my friends, I would not have wanted it that way. I will not understand. If you hug her, I swear on everything, I will haunt you to the rest of your life, for the rest of your life. Okay? Now let's get into this punk ass judge. Now sis, in my previous video, I was singing your praises, and here you go making me look like an idiot just by supporting you. What did I say last time? I know she was doing a praise dance when she handed that shit down to you. Little did I know, you want to give her a hug too, bitch? And a Bible? I'm all for giving people the word of the Lord. Okay, I'm all for showing a little compassion. But bitch, as a judge, don't you ever get your ass off the bench and show compassion to a murderer that you just sentenced to jail time because she was found guilty. Are you shitting me? 3 things wrong with that. A, like I said, bitch, don't you ever get off the bench to hug nobody in the courtroom. You hear me? Number 2, you ain't hugged the Jean family? You ain't want to hug both of Jean's family? You hugged that bitch? And I don't even know if you actually hugged them first or whatever. I don't care. Because the main point is, you don't hug a defendant. As a fellow member of the legal community, I wish I would get off the bench to hug a defendant. Did I just found guilty? Now I can see if emotions were high and she wasn't guilty in the first place and the defense proved their case and oh my God, look at God. But bitch, she got on the stand and told the truth. She was found guilty by a jury of her peers. You sentenced her to 10 years instead of 99. Now I'm wondering why you only chose 10. Since you want to hug people and give them Bibles and stuff and wish them luck, bitch. You damn right I'm about to drag you. It was inappropriate. It was disrespectful to the Jean family. And it was unprofessional as a member of the legal community. All the courtrooms I've been in, I ain't never seen a judge get off the bench to come hug a defendant. And I've sent plenty to jail. The only person I'm giving slack to in this situation is his brother. And hear me out on this. His train of thought was probably like mine if somebody I was close to died as well. If I'm not out there in the city burning it down to the ground because of my grief, my second part B to the grief process is, hey, you already killed my brother. I'm not gonna let you kill me by harboring all this ill will towards you. I ain't gonna say I love you. And maybe I'll forgive you. But I understand that. He was in a very emotional place, and why give this bitch any more power to ruin any more lives? Because if you don't let that kind of feeling go, that kind of contempt in your heart, if you don't let it go, it will kill you. And then we'll end up with the mother losing 2 sons behind one bitch. So I get what the brother was saying. I get where he was coming from. That's the true testament to Christianity. Because God does tell us to love each other. He does. I'm just saying, I might not be at that level of Christianity yet. I might try to fight you. Like, pray for you, fight you. It's a coin toss, depending on how I feel that day. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. As a member of the state bar, I take that oath very seriously. I renew my dues every year. There'll never be a year where I won't be able to practice law because my license is current and in good standing. We are supposed to uphold the laws of the Constitution, the laws of the state that we're barred in, morals and ethics. Nowhere does it say to be a compassionate comforter, especially when it's not warranted. Your job was to sit on that bench, read the verdict the jury decided upon, and issue a sentence. Nowhere in your job description as judge of nobody's court did it ever say, and if you feel like it, step down and give the bitch a hug. You out of pocket. You out of line and you out of pocket. I'm about to snatch your edges bald for it. Because I'm so sick of this slave sick mentality. Your job is not to comfort the weeping white woman. That's not your job. And you out the box for doing it. And I take issue with the fact you even still got your bar license. You out of pocket. You don't never show compassion to either side. You are a neutral trier of fact. A neutral trier of fact. You don't hug nobody in that bitch. You adjourn court, you go back to chambers and you run your life. You are a neutral trier of fact. I can't say it enough because God knows it's the truth. Now you know what hugging the defendant looks like to me? Compassion for the defendant. Over compassion for the family who just lost a 26-year-old son because this bitch preoccupied with married dick. That's what it looks like to me. But you want to be so okie dokie and in the house Negro. I'm so sick of black people giving so much compassion where it's not due. We don't owe everybody a hug. We don't owe everybody a doggone hug. We don't owe everybody compassion. Do you see them running us over to give us compassion? No, you don't. No, you don't. Would you have hugged a child murderer, pedophile, rapist, serial killer? But no, you'll hug this poor defenseless woman who just did not know what house she fucking lived in. So this was intended to be real short and sweet because I saw that and I said, oh no. I gotta drag this bitch from the heel to heel and make her know that shit was inappropriate. Hella inappropriate. If you're gonna sit there and hug the defendant who is gunning us down, who has our back? And I'm not saying you have to be on the bench to protect all black folks, but bitch, be on the bench to be fair. And it is what it is. She was found guilty, you sentence her. You don't get no hug. She don't get no hug. Not unless you're going around hugging all the defendants, bitch. And if you're hugging all the defendants, I need you to step off the bench and reevaluate why they put you there. Because either you was elected or appointed. And whoever was responsible for putting you there, they need their head checked, just like you. I'm over the compassionate black people spiel is becoming a horrible stereotype. Because no matter what, black people, we gonna love you back to wholeness. We gonna love you back to health. No. And they always say, don't never say what you won't do. I know I wouldn't get off that bench and hug her ass. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. All this struggle we've been going through all this time, and we finally get a conviction, and you finally sentence her, and then you go ahead and disregard all that, discount it all by giving this hoe a hug. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Anyway, sorry I got so heated, but that shit set me off on a tear. I was upset all. Couldn't wait to get in front of the camera. I just got home from work, about to go to choir practice. Gotta pray for this mouth chop because I get to cussing and it gets real quick, okay? So, as always, love y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my page, and hopefully won't be no more shenanigans like this from members of the legal community who should know better. But anyway, if it were me, I would file an appeal on the strength of the hug alone. I would file an appeal on the strength of the hug alone. This why you gave her 10? Because you want to snuggle her up? Really? Anyway, y'all have a good Thursday. I'm going to sing to the Lord and try to get my spirit back right. And pray for a bridle on this tongue, honey, because you see it get lashing. I done dropped the F-bomb on one of these outtakes that I just have to go ahead and redo it from the beginning, okay? But anyway, bye.